So guys, welcome back to my next vlog. Should be vlog number 7. I just basically got up, had a bit of a rough night. I woke up in the middle of the night feeling a bit flustered. I kind of had a bit of a bad dream. I relived the first night when we arrived here, so felt a little bit worried, not too sure if I was safe. So I checked the cameras last night, saw that all was okay, so I got back to sleep and got up on some sleep. But yeah, let's catch on with the rest of the day. Last night when I was editing the vlog, I went through the system, checked out what ores we detected yesterday when we did a little bit of a fly around outside, and pretty good results actually. We've got plenty of iron, quite a bit of magnesium, loads of nickel, cobalt, we've got some silicon, silver and some gold, so pretty much everything we need. I would like to find some platinum and also some uranium, and it might be a good idea to start looking out for some ice eventually, but that's going to be probably to the pole of the moon, wherever that is. I have to look out for that one, but pretty happy with that. So really today I need to get started on building some sort of mining vehicle. Kind of been thinking about this quite a lot. I don't think a land vehicle as such would be a good idea, particularly because if I end up having to dig a big hole, chances I'll get stuck in it. So I think I'm going to need pretty much a ship, you know, with a drill on it. I did contemplate actually putting the drill on the Cavalier, but the Cavalier is fairly manoeuvrable, but I think I need something a bit smaller and more dedicated to the role. And then I actually thought, well, if I'm going to make a mining vehicle, maybe I should make it fairly universal. I mean, my whole reason for being here is to try and finish what my grandfather started, and that's going to entail landing on the local planet that's very Earth-like basically, and colonising it, making a place for people to come to. So it would make sense if whatever I built was able to be taken there as well and used there. So it would make sense to have a kind of mining attachment which can be attached to a ship that is then used either in an atmospheric condition or a non-atmospheric condition. So that's my line of thought anyway. So yeah, I'm thinking what the best thing to do would be to make something effectively like a tug that I can move this attachment around with, and generally it could just be a nice little vehicle for getting around quite easy instead of having to pull the Cavalier out all the time. So I think I'll start off by making a little tug, very basic, with an attached some sort of merge block on the front, and then build the mining attachment on the front of that. We should be good then to go and get some resources that are needed, and then we can crack on with a master plan. So yeah, I think I shall probably build it out there. Well, just saying that, I'm only making a very small ship, so perhaps I could build it in here and take it out when I'm ready. It might be safer to do that actually, especially after my dream last night. I don't want to tempt fate. Yeah, let's make the tug, so to speak, in here. Well, I've been scratching my head a bit, trying to plan this out a bit in my head. I think I'll stick with just one landing gear, pretty strong one, central to the main little shuttle. I was going to put my cockpit directly on top, but realised I needed to allow spacing of items on the ship and the merge block on the front to give enough height for anything it connects to. So I think I'm going to put a merge block on the front here. Probably put some oxygen generator equipment on the back, and then put the thrusters around the bottom and the back here, with some gyros, and I think that should then work. But I need to start getting some of this welded up, so let's get started. Okay, that's the main basis of the airship. I'm not going to start welding up the cockpit. I might move it forward or backwards a bit. Probably forward a bit. I might move it forward by one block. But I'll get the merge block on first, I think. Start working on where the gyros, reactor as well, and some thrusters will go. I'll try and keep it as small and compact as possible though, really. But yeah, I'll crack on with that. Okay, so I've got the merge block in place. I've also positioned up some thrusters for the sideway movement. I've figured I'm going to go for 2 thrusters in each direction. That should do enough. I'm not going nothing too big at the moment. I've put in some gyros. I think 4 should be more than enough. It's got to carry the weight of his ship and the attachment. Whilst doing this, I also figured that the attachment should be quite a simple drill with a small amount of cargo containers, but make them modular so I can eventually create more of those and join them to make them bigger or smaller as needed. And then as I do that, I can upgrade this central ship or use something else maybe later on down the line. But that way it's a modular design that I can create a blueprint and start making it a lot easier. I've also got to keep in mind at the moment that my resources are starting to get a bit low, so hopefully I should be able to get this made and the mining attachment, and then I can start increasing my resources again. But I shall crack on. I get the feeling I'm just going to die in it though. But yeah, we need to put some more thrusters on and figure out where I'm going to put the power. Okay, I've just been shouting at myself because I've just realised a better way of doing this. I won't need to use conveyors then because all the ports will be connected, so I'm just going to dismantle this. I've not taken too long doing this. Pretty good for sunlight at the moment, so I'm just going to grind this all back down and try again. Yeah. Okay, well, that work undone. Feels good grinding stuff down there. Now, the idea is I wanted to place the oxygen generator underneath the cockpit. So I should be able to now place the oxygen generator on here, and then the cockpit on top, and then I can have a reactor either side in this little corner here. That should work. Okay. I've put all the main parts together now. I've got the oxygen generator in the middle there with the cockpit on top, and I've got the 4 reactors positioned on the various ports around, so I can now get access to the reactors and the oxygen generator from inside the cockpit, so I can take ice and uranium in with me, manage it from inside so there's no connectors on the outside to deal with. Now I need to figure out where I'm going to put the gyros and the thrusters. I'm going to go with 2 thrusters in each direction I think for now and see how that gets me around. The attachment on the front, I'm going to make it pretty much a single drill with a small container or a medium container. I'm not too sure yet. I don't want to carry too much weight, but I want to make each trip worth doing. But I need to keep it quite light so this can stay mobile without being too big. So I'm going to crack on with putting the gyros and thrusters on, and then I'll show you guys where I've got to. Okay, well, I've pretty much finished everything I need to do on this. I got my merge block on the front, got my oxygen generator, I've got 4 reactors, should be plenty of power there, my landing gear. I've got all my thrusters, 2 in each direction. That should be enough, I believe. I'll have to test and see. I've got my gyros, I've gone for 3 gyros in the end. I've also put an antenna at the top. I believe that's going to be everything I'm going to need. I've gone to get some ice from the main stores, and there was only a bit left, so I've taken all that's left because the oxygen tanks are currently all full at the base, so they'll last for quite a while. So I've taken all the ice from the base and popped it in here, so that's now generating oxygen for me, which is handy because I can now replenish my bottles once I'm inside the cockpit, which is great. It saves me having to worry about that now. Yeah, so I think it's time to give it a little test. Yeah, okay, fingers crossed it don't damage myself. Right, well, I think the first thing to do is put the gyros on, and then the thrusters, and let's unlock the landing gear. Okay, let's see if we go up, and we do. Great. Okay, sideways movement, pretty cool. Forwards, backwards, down, up. Great. Gyros, oh, that's very, very responsive. Gotta be careful with that one. At least it'll be strong enough to handle any items you've attached to the front. Okay, I now need to build the mining attachment. Perhaps I should take us up here and turn around, and I can build off the edge of this ramp. I think that would make sense. Let's pop it down a little bit. Okay, landing gear on, thrusters and gyros off. Better put the merge block on, I guess, so I can actually start building on it. Okay, let's get out. Well, that was overall successful. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, not too bad. Luckily the landing gear is pretty strong, so that's not a problem. I can attach to anything. It's not too big and bulky, it fits anywhere. I'll start with the mining attachment now, and I'll get back to you guys shortly. Well, day's getting on. It's been a long day, but I think you guys will agree with me when I say it's been worth it. Look at that. I'm pretty happy with that. I ended up going for 2 drills. I figured, I need to get the drilling done quickly. I'm gone for a medium-sized container over the connector, a battery on each side as basically, the power for the drills. Because if I didn't have those, I wouldn't be able to power this attachment on its own. They can charge from the reactors, and when I'm using the drills, I'm not going to have any power issues because I've got the batteries as well as the reactors. Got my merge block. I also popped a little spotlight in the middle so I can see where I'm drilling if I'm in the dark somewhere. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. Let's jump in and see it all in action. Okay, what I'll do is I'll put the spotlight on. As you can see, I've got a pretty decent view of what's going on there, and that's the drills working. So yeah, pretty happy with that. I've got a pretty decent readout there of the battery status as well. So yeah, I think that's good. I think I'll put an auto detector on, and then I think that'll be it for today. Okay, let's go on with that. So yeah, I looked around this attachment. I figured that the auto detector would be best underneath here. It's pretty well protected really. and it's a good place to be. I can see clearly what I'm pointing at, so I'll get this welded up. Right, there we go. One useful tug and mining attachment ready to go. Well, I think that's it for today, guys. I'm going to get some rest, check out the systems in this, make sure everything's all good for tomorrow, do some systems checks, get this vlog edited and uploaded, transmitted. And then tomorrow get an early start, I think, and go out there looking for some uranium, bring that back, get it refined, and then go back out there and get some more goodies. But until tomorrow's vlog, this is Beardie.D signing out.